Happy 9th day of Yule, everyone. Today we'll be honoring fathers and Odin the All-Father. We're gonna jump right into it because I have something important to say at the end. So grab your favorite drink and blanket and let's begin. Another installment of Yuletide Tales by the Blind Heathen on this app. Are you ready? On the 9th night of Yule, Father tells us all about Ylfr, the Yule Father. Today is a day for fathers, and our father enjoys talking about his father, and his father's father, and of course, Odin, the All-Father. Odin's kind of a big deal. He's in charge of all the other gods, kind of like their dad. Where was I? And while we open a gift each night of Yule, tonight is usually the most spectacular gift. Father tells us the history of how Ylfr is said to wander the world, granting wishes on the back of his 8-legged steed known as Sleipnir. And Sleipnir was the bestest horse. The All-Father takes the form of an old man with a long white beard and a fur-trimmed hat in the wintertime, traveling in clothes of red. Father likes to tell us about the colony of New Amsterdam, which is now New York, where a bunch of people lived from different areas of Europe. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Because people just liked it better that way. Maybe your parents can play you that silly song sometime. Anyway, when the British took over the colony, the children still left out carrots and hay in their boots for Sleipnir, and in the morning would find sweets and presents. The British children loved the idea, and the tradition stuck. That night, Mother and Father take turns telling stories about their fathers and grandfathers. Father's grandfather was a college professor, but really wanted to be a mechanic. Now then, Mother's father wrote for a newspaper for a lot of years and won something called the Pulitzer Prize, which is apparently a pretty big deal. If you'd like to tell the world about your father or grandfather, feel free to do so in the comments. I'd love to learn about you. After stories, we open a gift and send our prayers to Ylfr. The All-Father, in his wisdom, reminds us that fathers are men who stood by us when we were afraid, who stood behind us when we were brave, who stood aside us when we needed to face our fears alone. We honor all fathers, be they fathers of blood or fathers of choice, and as those who were there for us when we needed them most. Now, if you'll humor me, I'd like to talk about the fathers in my life. My father fought in Vietnam with the Navy. His father fought in World War II with the Navy. I have a third grandfather who fought in World War II and was Jewish. Happy Hanukkah to my Jewish family. I also have two very important boxing coaches in my life who were like fathers to me. Not a lot of people got it. They were black and I was white, but they were still my mentors. I even got to celebrate their Christian Christmas with them. Their names were Staff Sergeant Jeffrey Moore and First Sergeant Anthony Watts. True warriors. Now then, I can't wait to read about the mentors and fathers in your life. Happy Yule, everybody. Cha-cha-cha-cha.